It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Dallas. It's the Barons and the reigning Super Bowl champs, under the lights on Sunday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Brooklyn Barons and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 27, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. To throw is Jackson. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Jackson's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And Jackson throwing once more. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, they just continue to march the ball down the field here through the air, Charles. He is now 6 of 6 throwing the football.
And it would help the defense if he was just throwing it to one guy because you could, marshal some forces over there. But the way he's spreading it around, he's hitting them at all angles right now, making it very, very difficult.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alec Pierce from 4 yards out. And the Barons have struck first in this NFC title game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
First down, here's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, certainly not how they envisioned the start to this one. You give up the touchdown, and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to Pierce. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jackson now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alec Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of this this opening quarter. And the Barons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And out now come the Cowboys. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
I fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. 13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. That pick 6 just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
But big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. On 2nd, here's Algier. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Algier A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. Pierce has it knocked loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Algier now up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Boswell's kick is good. And we'll get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, but you want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
This now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown, then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
Extra point now by Boswell. he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The score, always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Great coverage there, holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Hopkins. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Burrow on play action. This complete to Lockett. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The Jackson going to hold on to it again. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy it much. On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A.J. Epinosa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Algier will try to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Complete to Olave on the out route. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Burrow. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. It's caught. Lockett. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Give to Walker on the read option. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. More than one defender there, and it's a loss of 5 on the side. I'll tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him? They were on him in a hurry.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down. Here's Burrow. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, Cowboys! Chris Olave, 41 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Boswell for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that time spent 5 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Jackson on first down. Throwing quickly to Wilson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Pierce. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Holding, offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team. Because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about it. It's like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it down.
He's looking really, really sharp.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Algier. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go down the field, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Algier going straight ahead. And he'll push forward to the 37. Gain of 2. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down. Here's Algier. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Dumps this one off to Algier.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Ethan.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From field now. Here's Jackson. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now here come the Cowboys. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. They'll take this to the 46. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to get this to the 31. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. McPherson's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Dallas offense set for this next drive. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, fourth quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On the give, it's Algier. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Nifty move. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Straight ahead, Walker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. Good footwork at the 30. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Takes it to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Burrow. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a handoff to Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he fires one incomplete. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Burrow looking to pass. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Jackson. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A.J. Epinesa, his 2nd sack of the night.
This dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. First down, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Algier. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll stick with Algier. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Remember, earlier in this game, he lost a fumble. This time, it hit the deck, but he got it back.
Yeah, do you think he's breathing a monster sigh of relief right now? Could you imagine losing 2 in the same game and how that would affect you moving forward? But for him, high and tight, just like a good haircut. Never go wrong that way. Hold that football.
Now Burrow on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the ground, it's Algier. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Algier with it. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Algier with another carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Algier, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Boswell good with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. So that will a pretty time-consuming 10-point drive. And it is Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 7. 1:12 to go. They need a touchdown to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they come up on first down. Jackson. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break.
he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And he returns this to the 22. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Not lacking aggressiveness here to begin overtime, Charles. A pretty big play right there, and looked like it might have caught the defense off guard. They may have been expecting something a little more conservative.
Yeah, they've got to shore things up in a big way, because they make any more mistakes like that and really let them drive it on them, they'll be putting their offense in a tough spot to answer if they want to extend their season.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The quick feet by Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 17. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Touchdown! And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So CD in the postseason, they obviously get the chance to answer that touchdown from a bit ago, but how do they set aside that pressure knowing that their entire season is coming down to this series?
What a great question, and I don't think that they set it aside. I think that they confront it, and they've done it throughout practice time in preparation for opportunities like this.
Here's Algier again on second down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Burrow finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the G's and the J's.
Second down. Now it's Burrow. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They run with Algier. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death. Or go for 2 and let it come down to one last 2-point try.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And this one's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now it's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way, and they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And as a result, possession switches hands. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day, because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.